Okay, so the next command we need to have a little look at is VRF table label. So this fixes an issue that arose historically. So let's imagine that we have a PE here and a CE here, or you could choose the ones over here. Now, as the packet comes this direction from the cloud, with penultimate hot popping, the outer label or the transport label could well have been removed. And as the packet arrives on the PE, if you're running VPNs, you're left with just the inner label. Now, when MPLS was first designed, basically without the whole VRF VPN story that we have today, what we would basically be doing is we would just be dropping the packet onto the interface. We wouldn't need any routing. There would be a per interface label. So you'd see the label, drop it on the interface. Now, that's fine on a serial interface where you don't have lots of VRFs. But if this happened to be a multi-access network and you had CEX and CEY, obviously you would need different MAC address format to put on the packet. You'd need to have some kind of a selection or a root process taking place there. So what happens when we type in VRF table label is that each particular VPN takes a label, a shared label for that VPN. And the way that that's done is it sort of sets up an LSI interface inside the PE router, and it's like an extra decision point. So now, as the packet comes in, the inner packet is passed to the LSI, and then an extra route check or sanity check can be made on the packet. You can be re-encapsulated, you can put an Ethernet headers on, you can even do some filtering. Now, we're going to be looking at an example coming up where we have a couple of VRFs, sort of like a send and receive. We're going to need VRF table label on both. And there are some other instances where we're going to need it. There's something coming up where we're actually going to push a route into basically a next table INET 0 scenario where the next hop of the route is a different table, and again for the same reason we need to have that route decision point there, and that's what VRF table label's for. So it removes the idea of just a single interface per label and puts the label on the VRF.